자, 아래쪽에는 어떤 이들이 있을까요? 한번 내려가 보도록 할까? 자, 내려가자. 이런 식으로 내려가는구만. 멋있죠? 아, 벌써부터 그 친구 있네. 지금 여기 있고요. 전투기 있어. 이거 갈 수가 없어요? 갈 수가 있죠.
An animal carving from long ago.
다쳤다 벌써.
Check the area with my focus, maybe. Something's been hacked out of it. Maybe I can find another of these flying machines. Damaged. Guess the Banuk already got to it. If I could move that flying machine over a little.
이거 어떻게 옆으로 옮기는 건데? 아, 옆으로 가는구만. 오케이. 아, 야, 이거를 못 나갔어. 작동. 옆으로 갔죠. 아, 저 위로 간다고?
Not so grounded after all. Now I can get across. There's the door lock. I'll need to configure it.
If those punk technicians think I'm gonna sleep on them waltzing in here and screwing around with the drone routines, they have seriously underestimated my sense of mission. Let's just reset that hololock. Echo, Sierra, Echo.
에코 시에라 에코. 아, 오른 오 아래 오. 오픈 더 도어. 열렸죠. 쉽죠?
I didn't ask for a bunch of flying cameras. I need security, not surveillance. And security means firepower. As God is my witness, I will not be caught squirting blanks if and when a major act of terrorism desecrates these facilities.
알겠습니다, 빌드 빈스
No one's
씨.
touched this machine. Since it got sealed in here.
그 인간 추방시켜! 뭐 자르고 싶은 사람이 있었나봐요.
mounting rail. That's what I want. Shouldn't be hard to remove.
자, 때가 됐죠.
I'll show it to that shaman when I'm back in Song's Edge.
너는 임마 그냥 이걸도 끝나 임마. 자, 2층 가보면 또 달라요. 일단 나가야 되는구나. 안 나가면은 안 보여주네.
So this thing will improve my spear, huh?
자, 가봅시다. 내 창을 개선시켜줄 물건인가봐요. 자, 가봅시다. 내 창을 개선시켜줄 특수장비가 뭔지 알아봅시다. 가져왔어.
Hush, hush. A shaman's secrets are not spoken aloud.
Is this what you wanted me to find?
Bind it to your spear. Use it to attach this for now. You'll find more, I'm sure.
Why are you helping me?
The blue light is fading. The machine songs are ending. And what does the conclave do? They sit, they chant, they observe. No more. We must fight for it. And you are a fighter. We share a cause.
I'm not sure we do. I'm not even sure what the cause is. But I'm grateful.
No need for thanks. Only action.
Now I can attach modification parts to my spear. Works for me.
오,
Might as well get started improving my spear.
참 개조품. 오, 오. FC 우와 대박. 됐죠? 아 저거를 개선할 수 있구나. 오 창 진짜 이렇게 쓸 거야. 아, 자 이제 그러면 얘 가자. 아이오스집한테 가자. 아이오스집한테 가가지고 수집한 거 다 주도록 할게요. 그리고 불그림 다 팔아버리고 그렇게 진행하면 될 것 같아요. 저기까지 올라가는 게 그건데. 뭐야 이거?
Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Bankai went into the waste
see.
and let the wind whip her cheeks. Then when the cold
아, 나 되게 오래 걸릴 줄 알았는데 금방 끝나네, 저 미션.
It will have been forever since Cooley started the painting. When will it be finished?
아, 너무 어렵게 해놨어. 이거 어떻게 올라가냐, 씨.
Is this swaying, or is it just me? The wood bends with the wind. Lean into it. Lean into it. Sure.
자, 아니거래.
Would you look at that? Nora girl, you've bought me all I need. Do you always travel with your pockets full of paint stuffs? Honestly, Sakuli, I go around filling my pockets with
내
most of
주머니는
everything.
도라에몽
Stop,
주머니지.
stop. I'm beginning to like you. I work alone, but come back around later, and I'll have something for you then. That's me. Maybe it's a machine rider who
와우,
looks like you.
대박.
Where's she going?
그려줬어.
You tell me. To ruins or mountains, through flood or thaw,
Past,
past, future,
future,
destiny.
A
But I don't
destiny.
think she's scared of any of it. You helped me. Inspired me. And the
Spider-Man.
people of the cut.
People
Let
of
this
the
be
cut.
inspiration for you. Wherever you may
For
run.
you. 오케이, 좋아요. 좋은 거 얻었죠, 그래도. 자, 뭐 줄까? 잠깐만, 이렇게 되면은 깎이죠, 오히려.
Won't be hard to sell a chunk like this.
좋아요. 자, 이제 나는 여기 가야죠. 여기 말고 특수상인 동물 얻은 거 주도록 하겠습니다. 조각상. 그리고 그거 박스 다 사야 되는데 이제.
Back again, Enjuk.
You've picked up my interest in the beasts of the old world, I see.
There you go,
자.
Enjuk. That should be the last of the figurines.
Blue light. I didn't know if I'd ever see the whole collection reunited. And look at them. They're...
화났어.
You've done a great thing, Aloy. These may represent the last
옛날엔
record
저렇게
that any of these
살았죠.
beasts ever lived. Take this. It's the least I can do. And come back anytime. I and our animal friends await your return.
That's all for now.
Until next time, then.
자, 다 얻었어요. 그럼 이제 또 다 팔아버려. 잠깐만요. 와, 이거 대박이네. 됐죠? 자, 이거 대박이지. 활 마스터 됐다 임마. 됐어요. 자, 됐어. 아, 까봐야지. 모서리뼈에, 다람쥐뼈에, 부적에 이런 거 쓰네. 아, 이러면 또 아하, 됐어. 필요 없어. 아, 얘한테 팔면 되겠다.
Care to talk about these?
They're not real.
판매합시다. 계속품 이거 필요 없어. 네가 죽어. 더 버려요. 자, 됐죠? 자원도 다 팔아. 다 필요 없는 거야. 이거 왜 준 거야 대체? 그냥 돈으로 주지. 그냥 어차피 또 팔 건데. 씨. 자,
That's
갑시다.
all for now.
Until next time.
됐어요. 아주 멋있죠? 아, 멋있어 아주. 뭔가 작동시킬 수 있나봐.
Ursus americanus, the magnificent American black bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
How would you like to find yourself cornered by that thing?
I suspect I'd like it very much indeed. What a beautiful beast you were.
오, 이런 것도 있어. 다 뭔지 한 번씩 보고 갑시다.
Puma concolor, the fearsome cougar. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Its coat is sand-colored. Could it have been a burrowing animal? Perhaps those teeth were
제규어?
only used for digging.
Bison, bison, bison.
들소,
That's
들소.
the actual Latin name of the regal American bison. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Latin? Perhaps that's some sort of old-world custom in which one repeats the name of a particularly revered animal.
이건 곰이죠. 북극 곰이죠.
Ursus arctos,
회색 곰.
the menacing grizzly bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Those claws look like they could rip someone in half.
Perhaps in its youth, but you heard Montana Recreations. They said it's grizzled, old. Its hunting days are behind
저기
it.
한 대 맞으면은 작사 나서 그냥.
Odocoius virginianus, the majestic mule deer. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Not built like a predator, but perhaps it needed those horns to take down its prey in the absence of sharp fangs.
Canis lupus,
늑대다,
the
늑대.
enigmatic gray wolf. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Could it be that these wolves and our foxes are the same somehow? Perhaps after hundreds of winters. No, that's ridiculous.
Alces alces, the noble moose. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
The horns grow like trees.
사슴은 있지 않았나?
Moose
여기 야생에도?
used those bizarre growths to blend in with its forest home.
대박이죠. 가자.
Bison, bison, bison. That's the actual Latin name of the regal American bison. Brought to you by...
자, 이제 여기에 메인 퀘스트로 가도록 할게요. 아, 저걸 먹겠어, 씨. 이제 없잖아, 딴 데 가도. 그쵸? 그죠잉? 어디 집이 하나 있었던 것 같은데. 가자. 고고. 어떤 애들이 있을까요?
Fire. Tent.
아니야, 아니야. 제가 갔다 갑시다. 봐놓고 물건 사자고 해놓고서 왜 또 안 들리고 가는 거야 대체. 자, 여기서 파는 보물상자를 한번 사보도록 할게요. 관함에서 오, 가죽 준다. 둥지상자? 또 둥지상자 해줘? 또? 뭐야? 이게 뭐야? 메토리 양말? 부엉이 가죽? 양말이 파네. 500. 야, 뭐야 이거? 아, 지금 노가다를 하고 있어, 씨. 좀 심했다, 방금 건. 인정하냐?
The song has kept me company in
Ah.
absence.
갑시다, 이제 안 볼 거예요. 이거 필요 없는 거네, 이거 다. 가다 보면 팔겠지 뭐. 자, 준비 다 됐어요. 이제 가면 돼요. 말 기다렸지? 한 일주일 기다렸을 거야.
Maria, still ready?
Oh, yes.
It hasn't been easy for you, Aurea. getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
가자. 금방 꺼지겠다 이씨.
Finally, we ascend.
How?
가자.
I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother!
아 저기 뭐가 있구나. 죽은이야 무슨 개 뚫어 임마. 뭐야 뭐가 나와? 뭔 작품이야?
The spirit awaits!
It's not all that waits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit.
쟤는 안 가나?
I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain
I
calm
too can
and
call upon the
proceed
power
to
of
the
the old
nearest
ones.
고대인이 힘이 불렀어. 연기 내가지고 시스템 작동시킨 건데.
What was this place? The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? A blue light often dwells in machines.
Let's just hope that some remains here. Here,
November
up and over.
21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. For a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying.
그럴 수 있는 것
I
같아.
could look into her eyes, ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? When don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet.
케니의 귀향 이런 것도 있고요. 아 저거 보세요.
Can't let you call your friends. Machines. At least we have the drop on them.
너 죽어. 아이씨.
We must climb higher, and our path will become clear.
자, 어쨌든 여기 완료했죠. 데이터 없나? 데이터가 없는 것 같아. 데이터.
If the cheater's pace is measured, ours is measured.
그 키스. 아, 남편인가? 자, 갑시다.
Yes, this way.
No space.
Not much farther now.
데크! 뭐야 이거? 아, 쟤들
Last we were
지금
here,
띠꺼들리네
fought
진짜.
our way through there, but machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking
와,
losses.
시세가 되게
Now we
많구만.
must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. And so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also covered. We could stay hidden, just for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead.
다 처리해야 돼요.
Pipes, towers, steam, frost. What was all this for?
선택을 해야 돼요. 아, 이거 어떻게 해야 되냐? 이게 맞냐? 다 처리하고 올라갑시다.
Bodies of our kin remain to shame us for our last attempt.
Their spirits are one in the light now, Tonk.
We may soon join them. Take whatever supplies are left. Plus,
걔 싸워 임마. 있어요. 합이지.
I'd have to ditch something.
These towers pulse with heat. Like an awesome.
Vibrations. I'm tapping into something underground.
보이는 것도 있고 저런 것도 있고 그래요.
Let their efforts harden our hearts. Stay here.
자, 이제 올라가 봅시다.
I have no doubt that
다 잡았지만
What's to be seen first? Beware of others.
stay down.
죽어 임마. 갑시다.
Be wary of mines. The stalkers are here.
No one would like to take you on.
저 이거죠.
There's a door up ahead and refuge. We're almost through.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system. Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw, so that it'll be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? Firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons.
야 이거
but
블루투스
this would be
이어폰이
excessive,
배터리가 만료가 안
even
되나봐.
for the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked up?
Should have brought a cart.
오픈 더 도어. 스위스를 못 가서 간다고? 스위스는 가져가야 돼요. 점프이 많기 때문에.
Is this a projector? Maybe to show holograms without focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak, Araya, you...
되게 뭐가 많아요.
You might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light to alarm me.
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny.
Margarita.
You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Broken glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Chow.
All right, Cyan. What's our latest number?
The current count is 1,654.
Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without interruption.
It was the spirit. The old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. It was for the spirit. I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through.
We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Werak could prevail against.
Aloy will see us through.
The geothermal plant can be suspended, cooling system masked. Massive challenges solved.
자. 아유, 가마솥이야, 여기.
Our score is set.
갑시다! 가마솥 들어가는 거예요. 잘 가야 된다 이거.
More machines.
아, 썬더조야? 하필? 아, 제발. 꼬리 사다네. 꼬리 사다다. 뭐? 여기서 왜 죽어 임마? 아이씨.
More machines. Make ready. 아, 그냥 죽였어. 진짜 안 죽어, 썬더조씨. I don't put much stock in the songs of deeds, but that battle was a verse worth singing.
오, 근데 진짜 빡셌다.
Now, Aloy, the door. Can you open it?
아, 파밍 좀 하고 열겠습니다. 내 이거 쓸 필요 없어. 열자 그냥. 아, 썬더조가 나오냐 하필 나와도. 여기 어떤 일이 있을까 여기는? 파밍 안 하고 쭉쭉 나아가 봅시다.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
되게 많이 당하겠네.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted. The path I took to get to the spirits lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise.
어깨에 저 피어싱 봐.
All right. Let's go.
Yes, and finish this.
자, 끝마쳐 봅시다. 고고.
All right. Down we go.
자, 데이트 포인트에서 그다음에 퀘스트 말고 보관함에서 위그 얻었죠. 갑시다. 자, 가마솥 한번 완료해 봅시다.
This way.
아씨, 이거 징그럽다, 징그러. 야, 진짜 잘 만들었다, 잘 만들기.
I'm with you, brother. We'll stay only as long as we have to.
I need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood.
Can't see a way to close the vent from here. I'll have to go over. Your time is right. Conveyors should get me across.
Oh, she's in the air.
Now to show that vent.
이걸 어떻게 닫지?
Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge.
이거 너무 어려운데, 문제가?
This should get further.
이렇게 가는 거 맞아?
Okay, let's see what this does.
죽어 임마 그냥. 죽어 임마 그냥. 아 무슨 씨. 까다롭게 하고 있어 임마. 그래서
Okay, let's get them across. Come on over, it's safe. I think.
얘네들 해주나? 갑시다.
This place looks more like the mountain used to be before the demon ruined it. What's this?
다 작동시키네 AI가.
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to their
Spirit speaks to us.
It's a recording. Hephaestus. It was part of some
가이아의
This name is familiar to you?
Yes. I don't know what it's doing here.
Perhaps the spirit will tell us if it have more messages.
Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
I thought about just shutting it down. I can't risk it being disoriented or even damaged on reboot. How do you tell the emotional equivalent of a child that it... I mean, she will need to go into a coma. Maybe for years. And what exactly is she going to wake up to?
I'll try to find a way through.
아 진짜 너무하네 진짜. 아 진짜 너무하네 진짜. 이걸 왜? 아 죽어 임마 제발. 아 진짜 얘 너무 싫어 진짜. 진짜 씨 불안나 진짜. 자, 이렇게 올라가서 가는 것 같아요. 아니, 출구를 왜 가야 되는데? 우리는 진전해야 되는 거 아니에요? 위에 뭐가 있네. 난 대체 뭘 해야 되는 건가? 영시적으로 모르겠다 임마. 아, 여긴 두 마리네. 끝났다 임마. 뭐가 많네. 뭐가 많지만 여기가 아니라고. 여기가 아니래요. 돌아가면은 여기가 있나봐. 여기를 오게 해줘야 되는 것 같은데요, 얘들아. 그럼 뭐 해야 되는 거야? 여기 이거 있었네. 이거라고? 아까 여기 왔잖아. 어디 갔어 얘네? 아 이거 오류 발견했다. 이거 오류다. 벡터 오류예요 이거는. 근데 어디 갔는지 모르겠어. 아, 여기서 기다리는 거구나. 진짜 말을 하지, 씨. 여기, 저기였어. 아. 구조가 있다고야. 반대편 내용하면 되는 거잖아. 이렇게 해서 가면 되는 거 아니야? 길이 여러 가지가 있었는데 이거를 갖다가 이렇게 만들었네 진짜. 보고!
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the daemon, and it may have found one.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victories all over the news. The Pharaoh swarm is coming. Has to be what Anita is trying to hide Firebreak from. But that means she thinks we'll lose. That the swarm will reach Yellowstone. My God. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies. Everyone except Cyan.
Machine parts. Dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
갑시다.
Go over.
자, 이쪽으로 내려가면 안 되죠. 자, 이렇게 내려가고 목표는 여기다.
Fascinating. Not looking for me.
자, 여기를 어떻게 넘어가는지 한번 봅시다. 또 명시적으로 돼 있죠. 아까만 잠깐 명시적이 아니긴 했어. 이게 뭐지? 고! 이게 아닌데? 어디로 가야 돼? 모르겠어. 여기다. 슬슬 어지려고 하죠. 아, 죄송.
That should cut off the vent up there. Those don't look too stable.
빡센데? 아, 질질 끈다. 질질 끌어. 떨어진다 진짜. 씨. 아, 여기 지금 뭐 진짜 뇌절처럼 만들어놨는데요? 그 다음에 어디야? 여기다. 씨. 죽어 임마.
Alright, time to grab a ride.
아, 이거 진짜 어렵다. 저거죠. 잘 떨어져야 돼. 잘 떨어져야 된다. 따라오지 그냥 이거 씨. 야, 아르샤크, 아, 좋네.
This looks like an old path. Close now.
One last exchange with Nia. Via chat, attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. I'll never see her again. Neither will Cyan. And I've got to tell her that too.
자. 과거의 망령.
Voice of the demon.
가자.
The altar. Desecrated.
I think it's both. But we have to find out.
빨리 와 임마. 사연 접속. 그런 거 있대요. 모르겠어. 자원이 아주 빵빵해지는구만. 아하이. 야이 야이 야이.
Possible security leak detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed.
뭐야 이게. 아씨 어렵다 씨. 저축 어디냐? 저렇게 갈 수밖에 없거든. 아, 살려줘, 씨. 이번에 씨. 다 했죠.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the blue light. It's Aurea, your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core camp. I will try to raid the signal strength. One has been exposed, but I am in control with them.
말씀했어요. 어떻게 해야 되는 걸까요?
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there.
저걸 파괴해야 되나 봐요.
Hephaestus.
아, 저게
The daemon.
파이널 악마다.
There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
죄송합니다. 갑시다. 해결해야 돼요.
Ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself.
Save yourself.
But I already know the answer.
누나 같은데 아무리 봐도 동생이 아닌데.
Then lead us into battle.
가자. 나 할 수 있어, 에드이. 껌이야, 껌.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it. Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for? I either need to destroy this thing or override it.
누가 있냐? 자, 뭐가 됐다. 뭐가 나오는 거냐 대체. 아, 곰탱이 나왔고. 곰탱이 상태가 좀 이상한데?
New unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy.
악마 파이어 그도 이거다. 내성 불이 내성이야. 오, 야야야야야, 너무하네 진짜. 야, 방어가 안 뚫리는데? 오, 뭐야. 야, 뭐 아무것도 안 되는데? 야, 생각보다 가네. 야야야, 이거 진짜 난리 났다 이거. 뭐가 없어. 아, 제발요. 아파. 아프다. 야야야. 야, 진짜 미쳤나봐. 다 면역이야. 미쳤나봐. 뭐가 없어? 그 면역이야. 오, 뭐야. 아, 조졌다. 아, 수리. 야, 수리 하지 마, 이봐. 야야야야야. 조졌다, 이거. 야야, 진짜 이거 안 돼. 진짜 하지 마. 제발요. 아 조졌다 이거 어떡하냐 진짜. 야야 진짜 너무하네. 뭐 또 나와 미쳤나봐 진짜. 난리 났다. 와, 씨. 미쳤나? 진짜 미쳤나봐. 어우, 씨, 야, 씨. 아 미안하다. 이거를 그냥 아 죽었다 씨. 와 씨 겁나 세네 진짜. 가자 씨. 전화해.
Maria! Don't! Spirit! Scion, please help me!
안돼! 안돼! 안돼!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained.
아,
I am initiating a chain reaction
안돼, 하지 마.
that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to
하지 마,
maintain
진짜.
Caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center.
진짜 하지 마, 진짜 안 돼.
I'm free. You must escape.
하지 마, 진짜. 안 돼.
My sister!
안 돼. 안 돼. 뭐야, 왜? 야, 진짜 뜬금없이 진짜 눈물 나겠어.
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters?
어떡해.
Aratak. She wouldn't have wanted you to die here. Let's go. Let's go!
One of those?
It's the only way! Get me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! Above! Quick!
Great Banukai.
와. 최소한 골절이다 이거는. 와, 씨, 대박. 죽었어. 어떡해.
Rhea's gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Araya's retreat at the end of the shaman's path.
쪽으로 영혼이
Then I
갔나봐.
will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's
아,
song.
너무 슬프다. 가자고. 인스턴 한번 가볼게요. 마무리하자고. 좋아. 아, 진짜 너무 슬펐다. 진짜로 말도 안 됐다 진짜.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him. Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again.
가죠.
Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
기계일 뿐이서 AI일 뿐이죠. AI일 뿐이에요. 자, 어떻게
Hello,
한번
Aloy.
봅시다.
I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone. It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
This firebreak project, it was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron and took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems. Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So we've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
정보가 많네.
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback,
it's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Aurea said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming.
좀 단단한 프로그램이고.
It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team. It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
계산해 빨리.
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Well, Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan. I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I. I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers and look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry.
Poetry.
Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell. And after that, the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers
Subroutine.
instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
You meant a lot to Araya.
Once I understood Araya's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Araya's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined. How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
No surprise there.
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Araya, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
카타르시스도 웃겨.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone.
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere.
질문이 되게 많구나.
Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan. Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party. These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
There's a ruin east of here full of ancient flying machines. Was that part of your project?
Yes, a drone hangar requisitioned by Dodger Blevins, the security chief for the Firebreak project. He was a strong advocate for military-grade response to security threats.
하루 종일
Though
했을
there
것
were no
같은데.
serious incidents during his tenure,
또 하고 뭐야
Chief Blevins
편집하고
spent increasing
제조도
amounts of
하고
his
그래야
after-hours
되니까.
time watching the live feeds from active drones. Clearly, he enjoyed the degree of oversight in his position.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world? They could just make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization.
아, 이 법이
In order
사법제로.
for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Farrow?
Are you referring to Theodore Farrow, CEO of Farrow Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Farrow was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
파로스에 대한 그것도 있구나.
But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Farrow spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one.
와, 소백에 대한 정보다.
Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field, one of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
I apologize.
What was the old world like? The way it used to be?
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
So things got better. For a little while at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
그랬던
I should get going.
이력이 있었네요.
There is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Araya.
You're asking me if you should lie to them.
Broadly, yes.
I trust your judgment, Cyan. You were cautious with Araya. You had to be. You didn't know what had happened to the world. So, keep doing what you think is best. As long as you ditch the superstition eventually.
As the Banuk believe I am a supernatural entity, I cannot predict how they will react.
Just answer what they do ask the best you can. The truth will come out.
I see. I will follow your advice.
감정을 조절하는 게 되게 신기하다.
Will you return and tell me about your experiences in this new world? I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should check on Aratak. See how he's doing.
Cyan, I spoke with Anita, with Dr. Sandoval. She wanted me to ask you to do something. That's why I'm here.
I am detecting significant anxiety in your speech patterns. Could you please give me more information?
I'm a little bit in the dark, Cyan. Both of us are, I guess. I only have some idea of what's going on, and we need you to hibernate, to lie low until it's all blown over. It might be a very long time.
Will you be here when I reboot, Dr. Chow? Will Dr. Sandoval?
No, Cyan. I don't think so. There might not be anyone, at least not at first.
Dr. Chow, I'm afraid. I don't want to be alone.
I know, Cyan. I'm afraid too. But listen, we made you the way you are to do something very important. In order to do it, you had to be intelligent. So intelligent that emotional responses were inevitable. What you're feeling, the fear, it's a sign of your capabilities. And it means you're strong enough to overcome it. Remember that. You're strong. I know you can do this. Go to sleep. Wake up. And protect whoever's left. Will you try?
I understand, Dr. Chow, and I'll carry out your instructions to the best of my abilities.
Thank you, Cyan. If Anita were here, she'd thank you too. She'd be proud.
I can see there's a vert ready for takeoff on the pad. Are you leaving now, Dr. Chow?
Yes. I need to go be with my sister and my nieces.
May I make a small request of you, Dr. Chow?
Yes. Anything.
Will you stay with me while I initiate the hibernation process?
Of course I will, Cyan. As long as you need.
아, 이 헤어지는 두 가정이구나.
Sun's coming up.
My chieftain.
Just Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
Because of her, we destroyed the cauldron, forced out the daemon, and saved the spirit. She understood what had to be done.
Yes. And I failed to listen.
You didn't fail.
A shaman should always have the ear of their chieftain. Yet I turned her away, my own sister. I was foolish, but she knew better. Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Warak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
또 설마 또 미션 주냐? 야,
It would
이제
seem your
그만하자.
time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus, all very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. His minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life, aberrant life, transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding, anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. They won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
비밀을 알려주기 싫어하죠.
Because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
자, 어쨌든 이것도 얻었고 심부름 있고 데이터 포인트 몇 개 들었고 어디야 퀘스트 이거 해야죠. 그러면 자 이제 제가 해야 될 거는 사살하는 것도 맞지만 우선은 가서 좀 중단하고 다음에 또 이어가도록 하겠습니다. 다음 이제 월요일 내일 하면은 마무리 될 것 같아요. 2부는 되게 오래 했네. 가서 저장하고 마무리하도록 하겠습니다. 다음에 이제 쫙 둘러보면서 다 파괴하도록 합시다. DLC가 상당히 길다 진짜. 자 여기까지 할게요.